A warm greeting to everyone. This presentation is about the solar cell. I am Dr. Shiva Prakash, Assistant Professor of Physics, SRM Madurai College for Engineering and Technology, Sivagangai. The presentation comprises of the following topics. It starts with the introduction about solar cells, followed by the working principle of solar cell, the types of solar cells, the applications of solar cells, and finally the advantages of solar cells. What is solar cell? A solar cell is a device which converts light energy into electrical energy. These solar cells are made up of semiconducting materials whose electrical conductivity that lies between conductor and the insulators. The principle behind the solar cell is the photovoltaic effect, which means when a photon is incident on certain type of material, the emission of electron will happen. This unique property makes them an ideal candidate for controlling the flow of electricity in the solar cell. The elemental semiconductors such as silicon and germanium are mostly used as semiconducting materials. Apart from those, cadmium telluride, gallium arsenide are widely used in solar cells. The typical size of solar cell is about 15 centimeter cross 15 centimeter and provide an output voltage about 0.5 to 0.6 volt per cell. A typical solar cell is shown in figure. A group of solar cells form a solar module, a group of modules form a solar panel, and a group of panels form a solar array. So it takes about 60 to 72 solar cells to make one standard solar panel. Working principle. The following processes or takes place in the solar cell. Absorption of sunlight. Sun is the ultimate source of energy for the earth. When the sunlight is incident on the solar cell, the photons are absorbed by the semiconducting material. The absorption depends on the type of semiconducting materials. After absorption, the photon's energy is used to knock electrons from atoms of semiconductors. This process is called generation of electron-hole pair. A built-in electric field at the p-n junction pushes electron towards one side and holes to another side. When the cell is connected in an external circuit, the electron flow through the external wire constitute a DC current. Types of solar cells. There are four different kinds of solar cells are available widely. They are monocrystalline silicon solar cells, polycrystalline silicon solar cells, thin film solar cells, and finally the organic photovoltaic solar cells. Monocrystalline silicon solar cells. So these solar cells is made up of single crystal silicon. It offers a high efficiency about 18 to 22% and exhibit a long life span about 20 years. Price wise it is costly solar cell. The second type of solar cell is polycrystalline silicon solar cells. These solar cells are made up of multiple silicon crystals and shows a moderate efficiency about 15 to 17%. Its cost is lower than the monocrystalline solar cells, silicon solar cells. The third type of solar cell is thin film solar cell. A thin layer of photovoltaic material is deposited on glass or metal surface constitute a thin film solar cell. The advantage of this kind of solar cells are flexible, lightweight, and cheaper to produce. Its efficiency is in the range of 10 to 12%. So the examples for thin film solar cells are amorphous silicon based solar cell, cadmium telluride based solar cell, and CIGS, copper indium gallium selenide based solar cell. And finally, the fourth kind of solar cell is organic photovoltaic solar cells. The use of organic polymers or molecules to exhibit semiconducting property yield organic photovoltaic cells. These cells are flexible in nature lightweight, and semi-transparent. Due to its semi-transparent nature, it finds application in wearables and windows. This slide shows various applications of solar cells. Starts from residential rooftops, solar farms, space applications, and solar-powered vehicles and gadgets, off-grid systems for rural electrification. Finally, the advantages of solar cells. The energy harnessed from the solar cells are renewable in nature and a sustainable one. The solar cell technology is one-time investment and offers a low maintenance cost. It does not emit any greenhouse gases and reduces the global warming effect. I hope the presentation helps you to get some knowledge about the solar cells. Thank you for listening.